So let's start. So we are going to look for understanding the socket and the pandas and matplotlib. So this is a bigger guide for networking, data handling and visualization. Just for a beginner, not for a pro. Just understanding basic of what is socket, pandas and mat. So firstly, what is socket? So socket, it is a programming way, that is a programming that is connecting two nodes on a network, that is to communicate with each other. So socket means we are connecting the two nodes in a network to communicate each other. That is one node that is listen a particular port or at an IP address, and while the other socket reach out the other form of the connection. That is means when one is connecting with the IP address, when one is connecting with the other connection, other side of the connection. So the server form the listener. So server form the listener, that it is, then it will server the socket while the client reaches out the server. So this is what socket, which is in simple way we can say it is connecting the two nodes, like from the one it's from the IP address and one is from the other side of the connection. So they are real backbones behind where we are doing the web browsing. So that is how we know that when we type in something and the answer is we getting. So this is all happened due to the socket. In simple term, we can say that there is a client and the server, as we know, when the client is asking for request and the server is getting. So socket programming start by importing the socket library and the symbol socket. So this is what the socket means. Now here we can see the Python code of this socket. So firstly we have to import you can do this is the basic how to do in socket in the Python. So firstly we have to import the socket, then we have to create a socket object. For that, as we have taken S as the socket object and we are creating, so this is S is the we are mentioning assigning. So socket. So this is where we are creating a socket object and we are created a socket, what all the things we want and we created. Then now we have to connect to the server, like we are connecting to the example port, that is port 80, and that is how we are connecting. That this is the word we created the socket and we are connecting using the connecting function, that is example.com. This is the website we want to connect and this is the port we want to connect. So this is a simple thing. And then it is about the print the connected server. So it will print the connected server what we given the code. So this will establish a TCP connection, then it will help in the network based programming. So this is a simple socket programming, just for a basic analysis of you want to connect it to example.com. Now it's about pandas. First is socket we have learned, that is simple basic. Now we are looking for the pandas. That is pandas in the Python. It is a data analysis and manipulation library. Simply we can say pandas we are using in the Python, that is for data analysis and manipulation of the library. So it will provide a powerful data frame and series for a data structure handling. So the pandas we are mostly using for the data analysis purpose and the manipulation library. So it is used for the data frames and the structure data handling. And it is also used for the, so we are using this for processing the CSV format and Excel, SQL and JSON. I know this is so missed, but I want to draw to understand. So we are using for the processing CSV and Excel, SQL and JSON files. So this is why we are using for the pandas, and it will make the data clean and filtering analysis easy. So if you want to analyze any data or you want to manipulate the library, you want to make use of the CSV, Excel, SQL, and this pandas, the Python library is really useful. That is, we can look a Python program that is using the pandas. So firstly we have to import the pandas as PD. So we are using PD as pandas. So this is how we import it. Now we are creating a sample dataset. For that, for that we have to create the data. So what are the things we are including the data? That is name. The name is Alice, Bob and Charlie. So there are 3 names we are adding in the data. Next, the age of the peoples, that is we have mentioned for 3 peoples. So the age of the Alice 25, Bob 30 and Charlie 35 we have given here. and the city. This is next data we have given in this. So that is Alice 25 New York, Bob 30 no, Los Angeles, and Charlie 35 Chicago. So this is the data we are creating to make to see the pandas. Now we can see what are the things we can make. Then after this creating the data, we have to create a data frame. That is how the data frame is framed. So that is for data frame we have assigned the df and pd for panda and the data frame. What is the data we want to frame? The data we have mentioned here. So this is the data we have given here. So this is the data we mentioned here. So we have created the data frames and created everything. Now we have to display the data frame that we print. So for that we know that want to display we have to use print df. So it will print if you mention the print, so it will print the df, that is the data frame what we mentioned. So this is how a sample of simple pandas work. So this is how what will be the output, that is we given the name, the age and the city. So this will be the table that we will create when we run the program. So here we will get the what are the names we mentioned, that is name, age, city, that is Alice 25 New York, Bob 30 Los Angeles, and this is the output. Look here you can see what are the things with what we got as an output. So this is the output of this program. Now let's see. And also by using the pandas we can create, by as I said, like we can read the CSV using pandas. For that we have to mention that df, that is the data frame, should be read in the CSV. We have to use this function, then only we can see the CSV format. So we have to mention this, and this will read the CSV file like in our data frame, and we can print that print. So this will print display the first 5 rows of this things. And next it is about the filtering pandas. So if you want to filter a specific age from the data set, there will be not, now we have given only 5 to 3 data we have mentioned, but there will be long data that we can't able to count, we can search. So in that purpose we can use this filtering feature of the pandas, that we want to filter the under age of 25. So we have to use the filter what we have mentioned. This is the assigning with the name we are giving, you can't give any name, and you filter in the df that we mentioned as the data frame before. And what the age we want to filter, we want to filter the age and it should be less than 25. So this will filter the pandas. So this is how the pandas filtering and CSV work. I hope you understand what is pandas. So through this video I'm just covering what is the basic things. Now let's see what is Matplotlib. So Matplotlib, as we said, Matplotlib is a Python data visualization library. So Matplotlib we are using for the visualization of the data, as we said, for the data analysis we can use it for a data visualization. So it will help to create the graph, chart and histogram, and is used for the analyzing and understand the data visually. So let's see an example of this Matplotlib. So you can run this code in your PyCharm or any other IDE you are using, so you can see the result. So firstly we have mentioned what we want to import. So we are importing the Matplotlib, that is as a Python plot as plt. So we are using plt as the matplotlib.py plot. So this is the data we have given in for data, that is x is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 and y is equal to 10 20 30 40. So as an x-axis and y-axis it will show. So this is x-axis and it will mention what are the things you want, and so the plot in the x-axis it will give 1 2 3 4 5, and in the y-axis also it will give 1 2 3 4 5 6 as in a symbol line. So this will be the title of the program. So here it will be mentioned that symbol as well line sport. So this will be mentioned here. So this is what will be the output look, not like this. Here there will be the name, here there will be name, 1 2, what are the x-axis, y-axis we given. So this will be right here. So this is what the Matplotlib look like. So this will be give the visual representation of the data what we are giving. So So that's it about today's video. Thank you.